welcome in the duo with us. We have Sandeep Bhatia, Managing Director and Head of Equity India at Macquarie Capital, joining us with his son, Aryaman Bhatia. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for
Pleasure to
having
be
us.
here.
Aryaman, let me start off with you. I mean, taking into consideration it was Father's Day yesterday. Your best moment with your father.
So the best moment for my with me and my dad, like in my like childhood, he like my dad loves traveling, so he likes to take a lot of pictures. So he's taken many pictures of me as a child. As me and my dad are into automobiles and the automobile industry, he has taught me how to drive, and most importantly, we have discussions on each and every car launch which happens in the market. There are various other events which I've taken part, for example, sports days or match days, because I play a lot of table tennis. So he's cheered me in those events as well.
That's interesting. So, Aryaman, any pictures which you don't want your father to share as well with everyone, which, he probably tells you that, okay, if you do this, this is what I'm going to put it out into public.
I mean, not really, but yeah.
Okay. So taking cues from what you're saying, autos is what drives you and your dad. Is it going to be a car that you're going to gift your father, or are you expecting one to give him, and which one is that going to be?
Hopefully in the future, I might give my dad a nice luxurious car.
And which one would you vouch for right now?
Maybe the Mercedes S-Class 450, 450 Matic.
That's it. That's a good one. I think Sandeep is going to be really elated as well, awaiting his Merc from Aryaman pretty soon now. Sandeep, what's the best investment advice that you've given Aryaman, so far? I mean, as a father.
So, for Ariman, I think I always told him to look at the markets regularly. Saving is extremely important, but I've told him investments and making an investment is more important than just saving. Something which your colleague Varsha just mentioned, making money from money. So investing is more important than just saving. And a lot of people focus just on cutting costs and living within your means, of course, very important, but investing wisely, because investment is the real driver for wealth creation.
Absolutely. Investment, the real driver for wealth creation. So, what would be an ideal portfolio, Sandeep, that you would build, for your child as a long-term investment? And I mean, that is something that you would want to advise young parents as well, who actually want to build a corpus for their children.
A very good question, Hiral. I think the time horizons for young investors is at least 40 to 50 years. My son, in his early 20s, just graduating, has at least a 50-year time frame before he needs to have depend on retirement income. So I would think small and growth stocks, small mid-cap growth stocks, and funds which focus on that are definitely something which they should focus on, young investors. And also, I think balance funds are immense good vehicle for creating wealth. So I think these are the kind of stocks, but I would definitely recommend putting money in stocks and equities, even if you don't think that the market is going to perform in the near term. The long term is on your side, and India's growth story is on your side. So that's something which I would recommend young investors to look at always equity markets.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Aryaman, that's the advice that, your dad has been giving you as well. One advice that probably you think you've given your dad, which has really, worked well. It might not be from an investment perspective always, but something that you would always want parents to, probably take into consideration.
One advice which I would give my dad,
Yes?
I think stay fit and to invest properly, as that's his own field. So he should succeed even more.
Okay, so health is wealth as well, right? So I think that's a great one coming in there. Okay, what portfolio, Aryaman, would you want to build for your children from here on? I know you're still far away from there, but taking the advice from your father, what is it and how would you want to look at it?
So I want my child to have a portfolio of technology stocks. As India should have companies such as Tesla, Google, Amazon, and Apple, like which we don't have today in India. So I think those should come in, and uh, I hope in the future that happens. India should have large, successful technology companies in the future.
Right. Hi, Aryaman. This is Varsha. Great to have you. I understand that your dad giving you business lessons and stock market lessons. I just want to know, are you interested in stock market? I mean, have you started your own study or some of the sectors that you track? How interested you are into stock market?
So I'm quite interested in the stock market. My dad has told me to look at the values of different companies and how they are doing. For example, Nifty and Sensex, if it's gone up or down. So I judge like every day before the opening bell at 9:30. I see the values and then we have a small discussion about that.
Okay, I think Aryaman, has dad given you a corpus to build your own portfolio right now?
It's still in the process, but yeah,
Or,
he,
or,
he
or
has,
would you, or does he tell you to get it from your pocket money, save some from your pocket money and build your portfolio?
yeah, that's one thing he's told me to do.
Okay. Apart from this, I think you're a table tennis enthusiast as well, right? So tell us something more about your journey with table tennis and how dad has played a role in it.
So my dad has really been supportive in me playing table tennis. So I've represented the Mumbai team in 2023, and I play at a really high level. So I practice for like 6 to 8 hours daily, and I'm currently preparing for the national tournaments which are coming up. So it's really intensive.
Okay, so when do we see you playing for the national level?
Hopefully soon.
We wish you, in fact, all the luck from Team NDTV Profit, and we'll actually vouch for you as well and cheer for you the moment we see you at the Nationals pretty soon. So, Sandeep, taking it from here, let's look at what's happening in terms of markets as well, right? Lots of things. I mean, it is Father's Day, but we have to talk about the current affairs as well. You have the geopolitical tensions with Israel, Iran. If you have to look at that aspect, Indian markets are seeming pretty resilient in terms of today's session. Friday, we did see some bit of a knee-jerk reaction, but there was some bit of recovery. Now, would you say in matters or crises like this also, someone should start investing and building a portfolio, or this is the best time to stay away?
See, I think portfolio building is something which depends on individuals' life cycle, how old you are, and what are your goals. Whether you have immediate needs for finance or whether you don't need money now and you can wait and plan for retirement. So I think in the equity markets, India has been quite resilient. So to that extent, I don't think that Indian markets will have a significant correction. By significant, I mean over 20%. In the near term, I think risk in terms of the war in Middle East between Israel and Iran is an issue. But if there is a correction of, let's say, to the order of 5% plus, then definitely I think there is a good time for investors to come in and invest.
Right. Mr. Bhatia, I just wanted to have your view on broader markets, especially your small cap and mid cap stocks. So, considering the valuations and considering the earnings growth and the guidance is given by these companies, how positive are you when it comes to mid cap and small cap companies, and also in which sectors?
So I think just to come on the sectors and companies, I think mid cap and small cap, you have to be very selective because some of these stocks are high growth, but there's definitely a valuation issue. Some of the stocks that we like in this space are likes of Unominda, Lemon Tree, IRCTC, AB Cap. So it's a wide variety of stocks. In terms of sectors, I think look at the bank sector. Banks have 15% plus earnings growth. We have seen a rate cut. The banks are also cutting interest rates for their savers. So the cost of capital for banks is also going down. So I would think in terms of sectors, banks in the near term, but very selective in quality mid caps in the right now as the market definitely is elevated and risks have gone up with the war in the Middle East.
Okay, so I think those are a whole host of stocks and sectors one should watch out for. But thank you so much, Sandeep, for joining us on the show. And thank you, Aryaman, as well, for making time to speak to us and, talk to us about your journey as well, not only from a financial market perspective, but even as a father-son relationship that you share. Thank you so much for being here at NDTV Profit.